The presidency has described Peter Obi as a political nomad who keeps jumping parties for personal ambition. Presidential spokesman Bayo Onanuga made the statement in a post on X describing Peter Obi's recent interview where he asked President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to retire as a PR disaster. I'll read Bayo Onanuga's post on X in part. He wrote, "Tinubu is unlike you, Peter Obi. You were elected governor under the platform of APGA. In 2007, you swore with your children and even by the hospital bedside of Ikemba, Odumegu, Ojukwu, that you would never leave the party. Not a man of your words. You abandoned APGA after your second term and joined the PDP. You were in the PDP when you ran with the perennial presidential contender and loser, Atiku Abubakar, in 2019. Your presidential pair lost to Muhammadu Buhari and Yemi Osibajo of the APC. You did not wait to rebuild the vanquished PDP. Instead, you pursued your selfish interests by joining the Labour Party. You ran as the party's candidate in 2023. You lost the election and came third behind Atiku and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The Labour Party fell into a serious leadership crisis after the election, with campaign funds in your possession not fully accounted for. Instead of waiting to solve the crisis and rebuild it into a formidable group like a good leader will do, you again chickened out. You teamed up with Atiku to hijack the political group called African Democratic Congress, a special purpose vehicle, when you found out that you would not be able to clinch the group's presidential ticket in a free and fair primary election. You didn't hesitate to jump ship to join the court-registered NDC, promoted by a former governor, Senator Seriki Dixon. It is not in doubt that if the NDC fails to deliver what you want, you are not far away from the exit door. You would shamelessly migrate to yet another party. You do not build. You always want to reap where you did not sow. Ayo, over to you.
Okay. All right. So earlier this week, I talked about.
Can Ayo speak?
Let me speak first.
That's a busy bono. I found
Okay, you googled it. Google is our best friend.
Okay, I have to get it.
Go ahead.
So earlier this week, because of our time,
Mwabwasi Obi. Look at the attack. Go ahead.
Because of our time. Because of our time. Let me not. I mean, he said a lot of things which is not new. A lot of the criticisms, and I think we've talked about this, especially when at the point where Mr. Peter Obi joined the NDC, and there has been a trailing or just a record of how he has been able to move from party to party for whatever reason. There have been talks about sabotage, this and that, but for whatever reason, it has been said that he moves from party to party. However, Oji, this morning, I want to talk about the presidential spokesperson, because I believe that conversations like this ought to be left to the spokesperson to the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu campaign office. The reason I'm saying this is because there's been a lot of criticism and talk, but I want this same fervor and obsession to be addressed to matters of critical, national importance.
Critical national
I do
importance.
not think till now that Mr. Bayo Onanuga has released a statement around the Kaduna killings. I don't think until now, Mr. Bayo. So what I'm saying is that, yes, I know this is election season, but I also believe that there's a place for accountability to the people whose mandate you stand on, which is to give them reports. And my concern is that there's so much focus and talk about a candidate, or sometimes, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, that we do not see the process of governance rigorously and properly done. And so what I would prefer is that let the campaign office of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu deal with his opponents in the next elections. And let the presidential spokesperson speak to the Nigerian people, since the president himself has not spoken to the Nigerian people. So let the presidential spokesperson, speak to them. I'm talking about the interview, just on this final point. A lot of points have made that in this country, and that's why I keep talking about, even about ministers that are accountable. They are the ones who come under fire the most. The ones that don't talk at all, whether you want to know what they are doing or not, don't come under any fire. So Mr. Peter Obi continues to subject himself to interviews and conversations and interrogations. Not once has I've not heard Alhaji Atiku Abubakar come out for a conversation. The president, who has the mandate of the people, has not come out to speak to the media in a formal interview. That is the accountability that we should ask for more. That is what we should be calling up for more.
A quick sentence, please. We have more on politics.
For Mr. Bayo and Onanuga, that you're accusing somebody of moving around. President Tinubu went from SDP in 1993 to AD, from AD to ACN, from ACN to AC. What's it called? What's the party now? APC.
Yes.
How many political parties are that ones?
I think you've just mentioned 4. But yes, all right, quickly.
The point to note is that the Nigerian Constitution recognizes the freedom of choice. You can move from as many political parties to the other, as long as you think that that is where you will succeed. The other point is that no crime has been committed.
That's the main point, really.
The third point is that all of this is just distractions.
All right, good.
Personality attacks. Nigerians want to hear, what are you proposing? What is your contract with the people?
All right.
When you get there, what do you intend to do? Ideas, not